was the cleaner puncher. How about effective aggression? Where does that play into it?
I mean, I didn't really think there was a lot of effective aggression if Keith was a bigger puncher. You know, I thought but my thing was I thought Keith swept the late rounds, and because Keith swept the late rounds, he already won the fight. You know, I thought he was able to maintain more distance in bigger spots of the rounds, land some good shots because of that distance. And Sean did come, he bring it in, and he was effective. But you couldn't compare what was landed by Sean with what was landed by Keith a lot of the times. And when you could, Sean won those rounds. And let's face it, the fight was close for that reason.
You know, when Keith took that shot from Collazo, people, you know, that's the stigma now. Now Porter caught him with another big body shot that the guy is like a glass body kind of thing. Like, it's not gonna be
body shots are just timing. Body shots are just a timing thing. I mean, anybody get hurt with a body shot if it hits you in the right spot at the right time. It's just a timing thing. And he recovers well, obviously, so he's got character.
You think it was bitterness, or you think it was a legitimate statement when Sean came out saying, you know, that he was running?
You know, I mean, what else is he going to say? He outboxed me? I mean, I guess he's not going to say that, so he's going to say, you know, anytime a guy gets outboxed, he says he got ran. You know, it's kind of like the quintessential thing to say, you know. It was a great performance by both guys, though, and that's really what boxing wins tonight, I think, especially on network TV. You know,
looking back at a once upon a time
even the co-main event was good, right? It was a good fight. Hurd and a nice performance.
A once upon a time fight that almost happened was Keith and Maidana. How do you think that fight would have looked now after looking at Porter?
I think Keith is a natural welter. He's too sharp. He's too physical. You know, he's sharper. He can't be as physical as Maidana is against Keith as he could against Mayweather. Mayweather performs the right weight, kind of smaller. Keith's a big dude to be physical against. You gotta be a big guy yourself to be physical against Keith, like Sean, you know.
Do you take a detour route if you're Keith Thurman, or do you come right back to Sean? If you're Keith Thurman,
I take it in between fights. Come on, man. You want to see that guy again? I'll take a break after that guy.
Reese, how about, I know it's not announced yet, but it is announced. What do you think of Canelo, Liam Smith?
It's a good fight. You know, it's a good fight. I mean, listen, it's a world title fight. You got to get a world title if you're Canelo because you just vacated his title. So I think it does the trick. It does the job in that he can get a world title if he beats Liam Smith. Liam Smith is looking for American recognition. It doesn't get any bigger than of American recognition than if you can beat a Canelo Alvarez and keep your world title in the process. So, I mean,
what do you say in the barbershop? Is he ducking Canelo? Is Canelo ducking Triple G in the barbershop?
I think everybody thinks he's ducking Triple G. Here's the thing: he brought himself these problems because if he wouldn't have won a middleweight title, nobody would expect him to fight GGG at middleweight. You can't go win a middleweight title then not fight a middleweight. They brought themselves these problems. So, you know, if you're a middleweight, then you're going to be expected to fight the top middleweights, and that's now he's got that situation.
Appreciate you. All right, thanks. Thanks, both.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this little icon right here, or else